Tennessee, pick up the load, going to Chicago. Just got done delivering a load of rock down here. Trying this whole, after we get over here, unload, middle of the week split thing, I really don't know what to call it, but long story short, we're starting another video. We're going down to get loaded. We gotta go to Chicago and hopefully don't run into any issues. I do need to probably stop. Let's see, we got 897, basically 898 on miles up there. We're at 913. Let's see, getting close to needing a service too, so we might swing through Joe's and get a service done. We shall see about getting out of here and heading to Chicago because we are loaded and ready to go. It's been sitting there longer than I've been coming here. I get asked from time to time, especially when I do the rock loads, it's like 30 miles out of the way for me to go home if I do the rock loads. But people ask me why I don't just go home when I do that stuff. And truthfully, in all honesty, I live about an hour away from where I deliver the rock. And I'm just using that as an example. I live about an hour away. Even if I do it the legal way, if I can go off duty in Farmington and drive back to Farmington, and I'd only have about an extra, I'd only have 30 minutes on my clock. But at the same time, that's 30 minutes more on my clock that I burned up to get over to unload versus me going to Dairy Queen being 10 minutes away and not having to burn up as much of my clock, especially like this morning when I didn't have a reload planned yet. So I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing. I assumed I was probably going to be doing this, but assumptions don't weigh out very good sometimes. So I don't go home. It's not because I don't want to. I mean, trust me, I'd rather be home every night versus sleeping in a truck by myself. But sometimes it's just more feasible, especially with these E-logs, to just go, get as close as you can to where you got to be so you're not wasting time. And like this morning, I waited until I got a phone call knowing for sure where I was going before I headed down to get unloaded. So that's one of the biggest reasons. I mean, I can go into more detail, like how I gotta get up an extra 2 hours, basically 2 hours early before I gotta go. They got a pretty good little backup up on 57. So, detour route we go. Still gotta get fuel. That's fine. That's fine. Well, we've made it up here to the last Resteria before we get into up to 80, aka Chicago area. Some people won't call it Chicago, but I do. Do our quick walk around before we go in and jump in and start making dinner. Checking, make sure all of our stuff is still on the trailer. Kind of important. Oh, really pretty sunset. I guess good thing with parking here is I only got 15 more miles to go roughly. I was gonna go park up where we normally do, or where I guess you could say we, because I usually take you guys with me, but last time I was there, I had when I was getting ready to pull across the street to unload, actually had a car pull up behind me, and a guy was getting out walking up beside a truck. I didn't stick around to see what he wanted, but I know I had that instance, and then Billy has had instances where he stayed there and had people actually taking pictures of his truck. So it's been kind of, last time I parked there, I was actually going to try to park here at this rest area, but it was full, but it wasn't full tonight, so we parked here. So about ready to run out of space on my computer. I think since the last time I showed pictures, I think I had this one, and this one. I've added a Wolverine sticker. I got my Arcadia Valley, Farmington Empire Speedway, my Chuck Adams sticker, and my Shawnee Lodge 51. So, about a few stickers. Getting ready to run out of room though. I mean, we got a little space here, a little space there, room for a small one there. And I'm not gonna get all crazy and overlap them and all that. Kind of starts looking tacky after a while and defeats the purpose of showing off what you got. One feature I really do like on Fireball is the sleeper start option. Meaning I pretty much have my own ignition back in the back. I can lay back there, don't even have to get out from underneath the covers and start the truck. It's convenient because I typically carry, at all times I usually have at least 2 keys on me. You know, then if I get out of the truck, go inside or something, I got 3 on me. But it's convenient to just take, you know, I leave a key in the ignition up here, then leave a key in the, you know, put a key in the ignition in the back, and that way I can start the sleeper while I'm still in bed, or start the truck while I'm still in the sleeper, let it get warmed up, and then whenever I get up, I can get up and turn the key up here, grab my key out of the sleeper, and put it in my pocket, so I got my spare keys for the day. Yes, there's a reason why I carry 2 keys on me at all times, and usually have 3 total. And used to, on Snowball, I had 2 keys on me and 1 key hidden on the truck, plus another key for the ignition, but I haven't got that crazy yet with Fireball yet. I'll tell you one thing, it's legitimately cool out today. Put my jacket on. I was gonna leave it on. We only gotta go a couple miles up the road, about 10-15 miles, no biggie. So hopefully we don't sweat to death. I understand sometimes you're tired, but this place don't open the gate till 6 o'clock in the morning, a little after. If you're so tired that you gotta pull in and immediately go back to bed, and or a pain in the butt to wake up, then you probably ought not pull into the place to try to get loaded. Just my own personal opinion there. This is always fun. Driving straight into the sun. I know it is going to happen at some point. We're going to hit some traffic. Hoping FedEx will stay right there and block that sun for me. There you go. Stay right there, FedEx. Don't go no farther. No farther. No farther. Oh. That wasn't bad. Got in there and out, and it's only 15 minutes after my appointment time, so that's strapping and tarping. We got there right about 8 o'clock, and they got me loaded pretty quick. Just about could have got by with 1 tarp. My tarps are just a smidge bit longer. I could have got by with just 1 tarp. And it took me so long, but I had to flip out 2 tarps. That's fine. Extra protection in case we run into rain. And we're at Joe's Truck Lube, getting service done. Across from the Chrome Shop. Petro's back behind me. But I knew they had a line when I got off the interstate. It was coming up this way. I needed fuel anyway, so over to Petro and got me some Salisbury steak and mac and cheese and some cheesy rice and broccolis. So guess we're gonna eat our lunch while we're waiting. If you're looking to get around that southbound slash westbound Collinsville scale there on 70 and 55, get on 270 west, take 270 west. If you need to go south, take 255 south, or if you're just going west, just stay on 270 west. Problem solved. Thank you. You're welcome. Man, somebody took off that top guardrail right there. Where the right lane closed is.
All right, the end of the bridge here, going west.
Damn, info. I appreciate that info. I'll try squeezing over here somewhere like a bag of mustard. Yeah, somebody actually got on the radio, gave us a warning what's going on the other side of the bridge. I don't think I've ever been slow enough across this bridge to really see how bad a shape it's in. Good night. I think this one was built in the 60s or 70s. There's a ramp. Arms are a little bit longer. I could have reached down and grabbed that sucker. Being part of a couch. It amazes me what I find inside the roads up here in St. Louis. Truckers ran CB radios, they would know there's an emergency vehicle on the right shoulder, right lane. Anytime you're going through St. Louis, you gotta listen to KC95. You just got to. Right on by the truck stops we're going. Never been downtown Fulton, Missouri before. Hey, there's a Chinese restaurant. There you go. Yeah. Roundabouts. The trucker's kryptonite. Bring this sucker. And this sucker's got tall curves. We don't want to hit them things. Scratch a rim. Man, guy pulled in here with a spaceship truck. Oh man, we are dark in here. We're here on location. We're gonna, I don't know, somebody said they might be here at 5:30, might be here at 7:30, I don't know. I ain't waking up no 5:30 if nobody knocking on the door. I'm telling you that right now. No sir. Guess what I ought to do, since I'm awake now, and start pulling bungees before these guys get here. I think there's somebody here about 5:30 this morning when I started the truck up. It was cold. I got back underneath the blanket. So we're gonna get out, start pulling bungees and get the tarps off, and hopefully be ready when these guys show up, when they're ready for me. Now that my morning calisthenics are done, now I sit here and wait for, come over with the forklift. Take this load of steel plate off. That'd be fun. I guess Jeep decorating is a thing now, because there's a guy with a bunch of skeleton, dinosaur looking things, and I've seen another one driving up down the road that's covered in skeletons. But either way, our steel is sitting on the ground. And I didn't drop it, so I guess we're good to roll. This be a fun hill to go down. Load it. Load it down heavy and then ice. Yeah. Bob slid down that sucker. Yeah. I think we found the other side of the valley. Up this hill, 25-mile-an-hour curve. I guess, you know, it's not good to tailgate no matter what. But I guess it's even worse on these little 2-lane roads. Because the guy in front of you has to get on the brakes for no telling who knows what reason. Like for instance, back yonder I had a cow was standing out in the middle of the road. Come around the corner, cow was standing there, so I, slow down pretty quick. And the car behind me, well, they were pretty close to kissing my back bumper. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason in the tailgating all the time. Leave yourself a little space. Another one of them really fun steep hills. I can verify that one's fun. I guess we'll go going across the Missouri River now. Hermit, that's just a stupid town. Hey, we're just about here, just about. Get back in the old driveway. Oh man, I ain't getting no more crab meat rangoons from the Park Hills truck stop no more. Them things were horrible this time. Been hit and miss anyway, but I don't know if they over fried them or under fried them, left them in the hot box too long. I don't know what they did, but them things were horrible this time. Absolutely, barely edible. Barely edible. Really wasn't even edible. Barely is an overstatement, I guess you could say. Let's see here, we gotta change just a couple tires out. Billy and his logs. right, guys, we got our truck chores done. Now I gotta go home, wash Rocky, get my equipment trailer ready to go. We got a busy weekend this weekend with our local fall festival in Arcadia Valley. I gotta get up and walk with the troop in the morning, carrying flags in the parade, so I gotta get home. I got a lot to do there too, so God bless y'all. Stay safe out there and watch out for them psycho deer.